So after my one video, I started getting posts, messages and everything else about all these stats and what the statuses were and everything. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. Most everybody wants to go for the 10%, right? Everybody just wants to know what 10% is and 10% that. So I went and did a deep dive look and to find where all these people were getting this info, and I found it. Someone sent this to me. Like, this one was back in TU10, and most of these numbers that everybody was sending me are the exact same. This stuff hasn't changed since then, and they said it is accurate. Well, guess what? We went and did the test today, and we found out some new info. So let's show you the new stuff.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche.
So first, I took in a suggestion. Go use a new watch. One that you could easily just upgrade. So we went and got some gear and everything else that was actually lower, as you can see on my stats. And we went and tested with a brand new watch. So to demonstrate, watch this. He's going to set me on fire. While it takes a little bit longer, and I'm at 80 something percent, I think it's like 88 or something like that percent. And you see, I wasn't taking hardly anything. So finally, we were like, okay, we got to test this a little bit more. And as you can see, I got low hazard protection on my gloves as well with a brand new watch. And we're like, are we going to catch fire? And there it goes, right there. So, as you can see, if I go to my watch, it's got all of them set. Nothing has been maxed out. We can actually increase this and find the real stats of what they are by 0.0 or 0.2. So as you can see right here, he's shooting me and I catch fire. Now as you go and you take a look at my stats, I'm almost at a full 90%, almost a full 90. So I say, okay, let's jump this up to 91, right? Let's go to 91.8, whatever. So we can do that with a fresh, brand new watch. So as you can see, we're going to take this up a whole 1 point to get it close to that 91% like it says on that one piece to see if anything is accurate, right? Here we go. He still got fire rounds, but they didn't work. So let's try it again. And you see, immune. And I'm still catching fire. I'm at 90, about 91%, almost 91. As you see right here, 90.8. 90.8. So let's take this up a few more notches, right? Because we want to know, have these actually changed? So here we go. I'm going to take it all the way up to 91.2. And there it is. That's what we finally found. So we tried it a few more times and nothing. So here's where it got really crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Let me explain this one to you. The bleed hive is guaranteed to hit you with a skill, and so it's going to cause a bleed. So we have it currently at almost 93%, right? Now the first one, that's pretty close to where the bleed resistance would kick in. This one took a huge jump up. If you don't believe me, watch this. I am currently about 95% when he drops this. This is where it's at, and then I'll show that I take my watch up even more. There's the bleed. While it's very short timed, it is still a bleed, right? We want to know where we have to be at 0 to where we take no bleed. There it is. There's a 95%. Now this has gone up even higher. The highest this one actually goes to is, just wait for it. That's right, we have to go up to 96, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. I'm at 96 right now. There's the bleed. So let's take this up to 97. Like I said, we're going to go up even higher to take 0 bleed. Here we go, 97%. And once he gets his cooldown, he will drop his hive, and then you're going to see what we get. Anytime now. Anytime now. So now he's back from his bathroom break. Boom. There it is. 97%. So if you take a look at the build, again, we go all the way down. 97% bleed resistance to take nothing. Now, as for damage, those two are the ones that really matter in PvP. The other two that are like shock and riot foam, those were actually pretty low. Those were just about the 90 mark, and you were basically Hazpro. So those were probably around 88, but because we got our watch up to a certain level and everything else, and we kind of ran out of time doing things, we're pretty much done with our watch level. We'd have to get another fresh character to really test it, but as you can see right here, I'm at 90%, and I'm just able to go through this. He also later on hits me with some riot foam, and it does absolutely nothing at about the 90%. Now currently with this build, yeah, it still just doesn't really do too much afterwards. So here's my biggest problem with all of this, is the fact that you have to be almost 1% just to be above for fire. Like, please make that, or someone explain that. Why do you have to be 1% over 90 just to get that? The developers really need to take a look at that and just drop it down to 90. Now, is that going to affect you too much? No, but if someone's using, say, like the Vile Mask, you will get that catch and you will start ticking away. But then why is bleed at 97? I could be 3% more to be 100, and then guess what? I'm immune to bleed. Why are these numbers so off? That's the biggest problem, especially for PvP. But here's the one thing. Why is there explosive resistance? The developers could fix this by one simple way. You want me to show you how to fix this? Okay, how about this? I will show you developers how you need to fix this right here. It's very simple. Now developers, you see this little spot right here on the watch where it says 0.2? This is how you can easily fix it in a very fast fix. Just increase that to 0.4. That would give players 20% hazard protection and stop all of that other problems. This is literally all they have to do, is just change that number right there and increase it from 10 to 20%. And that fixes literally everything about this.